We're here at the confluence of the Ohio, the Allegheny, and the Monongahela Rivers, and welcome you to Acrisure Stadium on the north shore of Pittsburgh, the home of the Steelers. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the Seattle Seahawks and the Pittsburgh Steelers. On the visitors' sideline is Seahawks head coach Mike McDonald. His team making the long flight. Always difficult to play the 1 o'clock Eastern game when a West Coast team feels like it's 10 a.m. on their body clock. So pleased to have you along. This should be a good one. We're set, and off we go here on EA Sports. Miller now to return it. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. Well, here come the Steelers, and that's the sight that looks odd, but people were looking to see after keeping us waiting all spring. Year 21 in the league for Aaron Rodgers, his first as the Steelers quarterback.
They find themselves coming off a win last week that came right down to the end, and the best teams in the NFL, Mike, they can win close games and they can win different style games. You're not going to blow people out consistently in the NFL. The league is just too good and has too much parity. But the teams that are the best in one-score games, they're often the ones finding themselves in the best position come playoff time.
He'll take this ahead for a yard, down to the 49. Byron Murphy there on the stop.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd down. On play action, Rodgers. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down. Leonard Williams. He gets into drop him for his first sack of the young season.
And these are the type of splash plays that can have an impact, especially as the game goes on. So offensive line has to do a better job to make sure that they have this protection shored up and that this isn't a sign of things to come.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. He'll take a shot here for the end zone. That one broken up in the end zone. It's incomplete. What great work just to get those hands up there. And now it's 4th down.
4th down.
But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return.
15-yard line.
Seahawks come out, and they are led by a new quarterback, Sam Darnold. From USC, he's bounced around for his first 7 seasons. This is 5th different franchise as he starts year 8 in the NFL. And Greg, it's year 1 with the Seahawks. Open man is Horton. It's caught. He may go. And what an effort after the catch. He goes all the way. 85 yards. Touchdown, Seattle. For Sam Darnold, career touchdown pass 99. He's 1 away from 100, but that's number 1 as a Seahawk. Jason Myers on to attempt the extra point. He knocks it through, and the Seahawks will take a 7-0 lead.
7. Steelers nothing. Michael Dixon.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Miller now to return it. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line.
At their own
The Steelers offense ready to get going with their 2nd possession. So, Greg, the home opener after winning on the road, I know you've said it a bunch, there's a different satisfaction for a team to go on the road and get a win. So it's got to feel good to start your home season at 1-0.
Yeah, I mean, everyone loves to play week one at home. Your fans are into it. The hope and the optimism of the season is at an all-time high, but it doesn't always go that way. So they go on the road and they get a win. So now expectations coming back to your home field, your home crowd. Now everyone's really juiced up. So this is going to be a great environment, a great week 2 opportunity for them to not only start 2-0, but to get to 1-0 at home.
Third and 2. Here we go.
Third and 2.
From the gun, Rodgers. Fourth, and he does a nice job to avoid the initial wave. They're going to get him down behind the line.
Just nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball, which is weird, Mike, because they sent so many guys out in the route. But what does that do? It really stresses your protection. The more guys out in the route, the less guys blocking, and the play ends up resulting in a sack.
The Seahawks offense about ready to get going on their second possession. Greg, it's one of those weird feelings you build all year for the opener. When you play a tight game and lose, it kind of changes the feeling coming into this week a little bit.
Yeah, it certainly does, and if you're not careful.
No chance at all. He'll go down. That is Deshaun Elliott on the safety blitz, bursting in to record the sack.
With the right personnel, the safety position is like the ultimate chess piece, right? You can put him in center field to play pass. You can bring him up and make him a pseudo linebacker, but you also can bring him on pressure, Mike, and that's what this guy does so well. The timing and the speed, he got there in a hurry.
Work to do now as they come up on second and long. Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down.
Jackson Smith-njigba. A 7-yard gain on the play. And it's third down.
Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. And this is going to be incomplete. That is a letdown there. Pass looked to be on target. No catch. And now fourth down. Fair catch called and taken right at the 30-yard line. Here comes the Pittsburgh offense now, heading back onto the field. And so far, not much has gone right. They've had it twice, punted twice. Looking to sustain something here on drive number 3. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Play fake. It's Rodgers. That's complete. It's Metcalf. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
That's good for a Pittsburgh Steeler.
Now Smith gets it coming around. And some good footwork there. He'll take this forward for a gain of 8.
When they called that sweep, Mike, obviously they're thinking, let's pick up the first down. They didn't quite get to the chains, but I think they're going to be pretty happy with that gain.
Now Warren. Oh, he's hit behind the line, and the ball is out. And the Seahawks have come up with the recovery.
Something these running back coaches preach all the time, Mike, is you can't sacrifice the ball for additional yardage, and I think we had a case of that going here. I love the effort. I love the fight, but it can't come at the expense of the ball. Everything in football is about protecting the ball itself, and in this case, just a little bit too loose with it. They're able to pop it loose, and that's a big turnover.
The Seahawks offense getting set to get back to work. And remember now, all turnovers have to be verified by a replay.
Is under review.
They might be taking a look at this one. At issue was the knee or any other body part except the hand down before the ball comes loose. And are the visuals convincing enough to overturn the call on the field? So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
24 yards. That's good for
The shotgun, it's A-Rod. He's got it at the 3. To the goal line and in. Jalen Warren. Touchdown, Steelers. It's his second touchdown of the year. Chris Boswell on for the point after. He's got it, and the Steelers will tie things up at 7-7 here in the opening quarter. We're all tied, 7 apiece, and the kick's away. Corey Horton now to return it. Oh! And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Out comes the Seattle offense as they get ready for their next possession. All even here in this opening quarter. And the drive will begin with first down. First carry now for Kenneth Walker. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all. You get a look there at his numbers on the ground from a week ago.
At the 27-yard line.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 9. Keep it on the ground and keep it with Walker. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
Well, nothing doing here, and I think you could see pretty early on that while he's trying to remain patient and see if a hole pops, it's just too slow of a developing play. He never gets into the teeth of the defense at all and ends up being taken down for a loss.
Huff brings it in left side. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. And now they got a 4th down decision to make.
The Steelers offense and their running back, Jalen Warren, set to take over once more. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Throwing, Rodgers. On the move, and he's not able to get away. He does manage to get back to the original line of scrimmage, and that'll set up 2nd down. To throw is Rodgers. DeMarcus Lawrence. He works his way in, and that's now 2 sacks for him in the opening quarter.
I could go on and on about the offensive line breakdowns with this pass protection, and it's been flat out brutal. But let's give some credit to the other side of the ball. They came in not only motivated to make a statement, but with a great game plan, and so far they've executed it to a T.
That is hard, and they're going to have this all the way down inside the 30-yard line. That is a big-time play for the Steelers. 53 yards.
At the 29-yard line.
Both pre-snap and post-snap, this is about as well done as you can do at the quarterback position. Get in and out of the right call, identifying the holes along the back end, and then the throw. You can't put it in a better spot. I mean, that's just a big-time play.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Rodgers now. Metcalf reels it in on the right side. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line.
12 yards. That's good for a Steelers 1st down.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. He finds Austin with the grab. Here comes 2nd and 4.
A 5-yard gain brings up 2nd down at the 6-yard line.
On the handoff, this is Warren. And he's going to lose yardage here, taken down back at the 8.
Still second down.
Here's Rodgers. That's going to be incomplete. And it'll leave just enough time for one final play in this opening quarter.
Brings up
Third
down
and a yard.
1.
They'll run with Warren. And he barrels his way into the end zone. Jalen Warren. Touchdown Steelers. His second TD of the game, and this one gives his team the lead. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finish it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. On the return, here comes Horton. And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this opening quarter. One quarter in the books. 14-7 is our score. And we're back to the Steel City after this. Seahawks football beginning this second quarter as they are set to start the drive with 1st and 10. They'll put Everett in motion here. Off the play fake. Here's Darnold. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Straight ahead, it's Walker. He'll move the pile forward. Let's give him a couple. Patrick Queen, the linebacker. They're on the tackle. We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, here's Darnold. With the sideline, taken in by Cuss. And he's going to be out of bounds right around midfield.
A gain of 19 yards. And the Seahawks
Darnold now on 1st and 10. He finds his big tight end, Everett. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line.
A gain of 12. 1st down, Seattle.
On play action, here's Darnold. He's got his big target, Everett. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
A gain of 12. 1st down, Seahawks.
Darnold to the air once more. That one just too far out in front, and it's incomplete. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
To 2nd and 10.
To throw again is Darnold. Rolling right, and he'll wind up with a short pickup as he slides to a stop. And that's going to bring up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Now Darnold. That one incomplete. Coverage outstanding there. Able to jar the ball free in a big spot. And now it is 4th down.
I like the idea of taking your shot there on 3rd down, pushing the ball downfield, looking for the touchdown. But now as it brings up 4th down, you're already this close. You're in field goal range, but do you keep that offense on the field and try to maintain possession and see if you can come away with 6?
Myers' kick is good. And the Seahawks are back within 4 at 14-10.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. Steelers offense and DK Metcalf getting set for their next possession. And seemingly every time they've looked his way in the first half, it's resulted in a big play that is borne out by those eye-popping numbers. A-Rod now to throw on 1st down. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
A gain of 3 brings up
Rodgers to throw.
At the
He's got a man. It's Metcalf. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. 6 catches for him in the ball game now. And this one's good for a first down.
That's good for a Pittsburgh
First and 10.
Steelers. First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
They run out of the gun with Warren. And he's going to be stuck well behind the line of scrimmage. A play going absolutely nowhere.
These are the impact plays that this linebacker is capable of, Mike. Not only dissecting and determining where the ball was going, but then to shoot through the line of scrimmage and make this tackle for a loss. That's a big-time play by a really good player.
Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. He's got Freiermuth open on the left side. And he's out of bounds, but not until he gets inside the 25-yard line.
The Steelers first down.
Rodgers on first down. That is hauled in at the 5. And he's in. What a try. Calvin Austin. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. 2 guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
The kick is good. Makes the score Steelers 21, Seahawks 10.
Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. On the return, here comes Horton. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Seahawks offense ready to come back out for this next possession. Greg, you take a peek back and look at the NFC West in totality. You just are reminded of how quick things change. I don't think anybody in the country thought the 49ers would be the last place team in this division last year. Shows you, one, how changeable it is, but also the quality of teams in this division.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, they were the Super Bowl favorite, at least out of the NFC a year ago, and then to find themselves 6-11 at the bottom looking up, it's pretty remarkable. But to your point, Mike, it just shows health, a little bit of good fortune. The other teams in your division, if they're a little weaker, your path is stronger. There's so many elements. The way the NFL schedule is set up, it's all tied. If you're good, we're trying to bring you back down towards the middle. If you're bad, we're trying to bring you up towards the middle. It's a league of parity. It's a league of ups and downs. And the teams that can break through that and sustain success, we got to give them a lot of credit.
And what I love about this division, Greg, is the different philosophical challenges that defenses see. We know what Kyle Shanahan does with the Niners, the Rams and Sean McVay, always at the top end of the game. And then the unpredictability of Kyler Murray, plus the physicality that Seattle has played with. You've got to have a lot of clubs in your bag to play defense in the NFC West.
Oh, absolutely. And just think even a couple years ago, it was even harder when those teams were all competing for Super Bowls year in and year out. So it's a really good division. You have to be able to play really top-tier defense, to your point, because all 6 of those games, when you play all 3 of those division rivals, it feels different, it looks different, and if you're not good, they're going to score 30 on you. So it's a big challenge. It's not a division for the weak of heart, and it's going to be fun to follow along and see who comes out on top.
On 1st and 10, here's Darnold. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Jackson, Smith-Njigba. Touchdown, Seattle.
All week, we're going to see this play be run over and over as a highlight of the quarterback and the receiver. But, Mike, the part that people don't give enough credit to, in order to get a downfield shot, you have to have time, and what a great job by the offensive line, allowing the quarterback to be comfortable enough in the pocket, let those deeper routes develop, be on time and accurate with the ball, and that's why this play is going to be a highlight all week. Let's give the big guys up front some credit.
Steelers 21, Seahawks 17.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Johnson now to return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Steelers offense and Aaron Rodgers getting ready to go once more. And he has done everything you could ask of him coming into this one. He spread it around, hasn't taken many chances, and potentially on his way to a big game throwing the football. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down. From the gun, Rodgers. He takes off. And Rodgers has done this long enough. Gives himself up at the end, but he's got a first down.
It's a gain of 20. That's good for a Pittsburgh Steeler. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
On first and 10, it's Warren. He'll manage only a couple. Linebacker Ernest Jones ends that play.
At his 49-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
From just shy of midfield, here's second down. Rodgers out quick to Metcalf. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. Ball rests at the 37. It's first and 10.
That's good for a Steelers.
A run up the middle with Warren. And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be second down.
Darian Kendrick on the tackle. A gain of 7 brings up second down.
The shotgun, it's A-Rod. That's caught right side. It's Freiermuth. And they'll whistle him down, but not before it picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
Steelers first down. First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Now Rodgers. This one grabbed by Austin. And they'll have first and goal. He is down inside the 10-yard line.
That's another Steelers first down. First and goal at the 8-yard line.
Looking to throw, it's Rodgers. This one caught at the 4. And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone. They'll try it again from the 2. Second and goal. Rodgers going up top again. That is caught in the middle of the end zone. Pat Freiermuth, touchdown Steelers. Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were that guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area with man coverage.
Yeah, and it's really twofold, Mike, right? First and foremost, we see so many of these tight ends around the league that now have gotten to the point where one-on-one matchups, that's advantage offense. But then even in the cases they don't create great separation, Mike, it's their size, their catch radius. It's such a friendly target for the quarterback that when things get tight in the red zone, they look to the tight end.
Steelers 28, Seahawks 17.
Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. Safe kick taken at the 5. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field. The Seahawks offense and Jackson Smith-Njigba ready to get back to work. So first and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. Well, Greg, it will be a very busy stretch for the passports. A lot of international games to look forward to. 7-0 outside the U.S. Chiefs and Chargers last week in Sao Paulo. Great ones to follow. Vikings and Steelers in Dublin. Vikings in London playing the Browns the very next week. Broncos and Jets. Rams and Jags. Oh, in trouble, and down he goes. Here's a 3rd and 10.
10-yard loss on the play. It's 3rd down.
Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. Up, brings it in left side. And he's going to get this close to a first down, but he's out of bounds a yard short, and that's going to make it 4th down. A fair catch signaled, and they'll have it just outside their own 20. There's Mike Tomlin, the longtime head man in Pittsburgh. His Steelers get set to take over once more. Greg, when you step back and look at this AFC North, Baltimore and Pittsburgh, their rivalry now really for a couple of decades has in so many ways defined this division, and they set the tone for everything that happens when you are in an AFC North game.
And you talk about divisions having identities, they have their culture. Really at the top, Baltimore and Pittsburgh kind of want to play a similar style game, strong on defense, great run game. Obviously, Baltimore adds the extra element with Lamar Jackson. To me, the fascinating team, though, is what kind of jump can we expect, Mike, from the Cincinnati Bengals?
I agree with you, because if you think about the toughness and the physicality, Cincinnati can put up points in an electrifying fashion, and even the one year Cleveland was up near the top of the division, they did that as well. But you come back to that defensive side of the ball, and when I look at these teams, Greg, I just think, man, these are defenses that can stop anybody in the league, and that's where you've got to invest in this division.
Yeah, and I think that's what's so fascinating about Cincinnati is they're kind of the outlier. They're the pass heavy, they're the spread attack, they've got unbelievable weapons on the outside. Obviously Joe Burrow, a quarterback, but it was the defense, and you said it, their inability to be as good on the defensive side of the ball as Baltimore, as Pittsburgh, traditionally, but especially last year, is really what allowed them to be the odd man looking in when they missed the playoffs. So I think if Cincinnati can just improve a little bit on defense, they have the offense to now enter and make it a 3-man race in the AFC North.
It's 2nd down and 10.
2nd down, Rodgers. He runs with it.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. Little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
They'll come up to 3rd and 3. They'll try and run it here with Warren. And he will work this down to the 43-yard line, and that is enough for a 1st down.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. It's our 2nd week
for the 3rd quarter.
Chris Boswell, the kickoff.
3rd quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Seahawks offense looking to get back to work as we begin this 3rd quarter. You know, Greg, as we get the season going, obviously the adjustment to last year's new kickoff rules in place. We talked to a lot of coaches during the year. Folks didn't seem too bothered about letting the other team have the ball at the 30-yard line after a touchback. But the 35-yard line, I don't know, does that feel any different to you?
You know, it does, and I think the part that people don't talk about enough, Mike, is the impact that it's making on going for it on 4th down, not settling for field goals. Because remember, in the old days, if you got stopped inside the 5 or you scored inside the 5, it was all the difference of if I kicked a touchback, they got the ball at the 20. There wasn't that much of a spread, but now all of a sudden, is it in my best interest to settle for a field goal and kick off when I could give you the ball at the 35? Or even if I fail down there tight in the red zone on the 3, you now possess the ball inside your own 5-yard line. So I think that's an element now that's causing offenses to go for more touchdowns, kick less field goals, because the ensuing kickoff is giving my opponent the ball in much more favorable territory.
You know, the other rule that is adjusted are overtimes in the regular season will mirror playoff overtime. Each team getting the ball. I'm so happy, Greg, because I just felt so incomplete. It's picked up by one of his teammates.
And they should consider themselves lucky. You can't let a pass rusher through that quickly and not expect there to be consequences. Fortunately, they're at least able to fall on it and prevent this from being a complete disaster.
Crazy. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. There's Mike Tomlin, the longtime head man in Pittsburgh. His Steelers get set to take over once more. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Well, Greg, as the season starts, really the season never ends. Think back to the schedule release. The draft has become this multi-day huge event. Green Bay crushed it with all the folks around the stadium in Lambeau, and some big names will be tied to that draft forever. A couple of the rookies that you've watched that are just sticking out in your mind, interested to see how they fit in the league as this season gets going.
You know, obviously so much attention around the quarterback position. Cam Ward goes #1, and then obviously with Shador and all the conversations around that as the draft unfolded. But I think a guy that's going to be fun to watch when you talk about fit, Mike, I think you look at Ashton Genty. He gets drafted by Vegas. He's now with the Raiders. Pete Carroll. It kind of has the feel of, is he his Marshawn Lynch? Is he the bell cow back under center, Geno Smith, play action, set up that run game, play good defense? This feels like the early path Pete Carroll took when he took over in Seattle and turned them into a Super Bowl champion. So I'm not saying Genty's Marshawn Lynch, but he certainly feels like that's the fit the Raiders were going for when they took him with their first-round pick.
Hey, let me ask you about Travis Hunter. Of course, the Heisman winner, Colorado, great play both sides of the ball as a receiver and a corner. You know, Greg, it's hard to come in this league and play well on one side of the ball. Is it realistic to think you may see him on both offense and defense?
Well, that's the million-dollar question, and I think to start, you have to say, okay, let's hang our hat on something. And I think when you look at the league, where is it harder to find impactful players? I believe it's harder to find impactful defensive backs. I think it's a harder position. I think the league favors the offense with the rules and the play style. So if I'm Jacksonville, I'm making Travis Hunter a defensive back on day one, and then I'm going to package my offensive plays around his skill set.
And he will get into the end zone. Aaron Rodgers. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. That is a heartbreaker for the defense. They took away what he wanted to do in the air, Greg, but that scrambling ability gets him to the end zone for the touchdown.
And the reason he was able to take advantage with his legs here, Mike, is he made a fast decision realizing there was nowhere to go with the ball. The amount of guys the defense had in coverage took those passes away. He tucked the ball down, took advantage of the space, and he was able to take it all the way.
Boswell now, following the touchdown, back out to kick this one off. Here comes a return from the 5. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Seahawks offense about ready to take over once more. They are in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. Darnold to throw. Quick throw, taken in, and he's going to be taken down at the 37.
To Gerald Everett. A gain of 13 yards. First down, Seattle.
Off the bootleg, here's Darnold. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end, and he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
First down, Seattle.
From the shotgun, here's Darnold. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You didn't even know you're facing a big deficit. I still think this is the right decision. At some point, you do have to start forcing the ball to make something happen, but you can't be reckless. So I think this would have been more on the reckless side, and certainly a good decision.
In trouble, and he's going to be taken down. T.J. Watt in for the sack. It is a loss of 8, and now it's 3rd down.
This is a great reminder of why it's so important to have great offensive tackles. When you get beat so fast off the edge, the quarterback has nowhere to go in the pocket to escape, and That's what happens.
On third and long, here's Darnold. He tries to get that one down the field, but it is incomplete. Kicking time for the Seahawks. They'll punt this one away. He's on for the 5th time this afternoon. To return is Johnson. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Steelers offense and Aaron Rodgers getting ready to go once more. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. And finally, they'll bring him down, but he's up beyond the 45-yard line.
That's good for a Pittsburgh Steelers.
Here comes a toss. Right, here comes Johnson. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Throwing, Rodgers. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
3rd down and 13.
Rodgers. Metcalf reels it in on the right side. He has been busy. 9 receptions on the game in that one. A 1st down.
For a Pittsburgh Steelers. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Quick throw there. That's going to wind up incomplete. Well, the receiver really didn't have much time to get himself open. So the incompletion brings up 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
They'll throw again. Here's Rodgers. There's a short one caught by Freiermuth. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 9.
To the air once more. It's Rodgers. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
We're starting to see a lot of this on 3rd down, Mike, where they're going to rely on the run after catch to pick up these 3rd down conversions. You know what that depends on? You have to actually complete the ball. And in this case, it falls incomplete, brings up 4th down.
Personal foul, roughing the kicker, defense.
So a big mistake there. Roughing call on the field goal try. It gives them an automatic 1st down. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackles behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
The key to great defensive line play is the get-off. When that ball moves, how fast can you get off the ball and get into the backfield? That's exactly what we saw here. Quick read, react, get off the block, take him down for a loss.
They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 8.
To throw is Rodgers. A pass taken in by Johnson. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker. And that is going to set up an interesting 4th down decision. So instead of going for the 1st down, in comes the field goal unit. Bit of a surprise here. Boswell's kick is good. And the Steelers will extend their 3rd quarter lead.
17.
I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you have things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. Out comes the Seattle offense as they get ready for their next possession. They find themselves down 3 touchdowns here, needing to flip the script in a hurry. And they'll start it here on 1st down. Carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. One of the Steelers has it.
That was a great play by the defense, Mike. He got a little sloppy with ball security as he leaves the pocket. they're able to knock it loose and put an end to this drive.
The Steelers offense and their running back, Jalen Warren, set to take over once more. They start with the lead and the football. They do so with tremendous field position. It's 1st and 10. And the D closes quickly. He's stopped after a gain of a yard. Reek Woolen brings him down.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd down and 9. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. Quick throw on the slant, taken in by Smith. They need to get it to the 27. This is 3rd down. To throw, it's Rodgers. That's deep for the back of the end zone. That one broken up in the end zone. It's incomplete. What great work just to get those hands up there. And now it's 4th down. Here comes Chris Boswell to try a field goal.
A 52-yard attempt.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Steelers add on to their lead.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
Now return coming from the 7. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The Seahawks offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They'll start out 1st down and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. For the middle, it's Cup. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 37.
So, 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So, from the 37, here's 2nd and 4. Darnold. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. The linebacker, Alex Highsmith. He works his way in, and that's now 5 sacks for him on the year.
Mike, this isn't real complicated. You're just not going to win a lot of NFL games when you continue to give up sacks at the rate that they are. I mean, this is just a complete disaster for this offensive line, and if they don't get it fixed, this game could be a runaway.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Darnold now to throw. He's got his man down the field. It is a big completion. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10.
1st down, Seahawks.
Throwing, Darnold. He finds his big tight end, Everett. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
To Gerald Everett. A gain of 18 on the play. And the Seahawks.
Throwing on 1st and 10 is Darnold. Pass is completed to come. And they'll have 1st and goal. He is down inside the 10-yard line.
1st and goal, Seattle.
On play action, here's Darnold. It is brought in the end zone. Jackson, Smith-Njigba. Touchdown, Seattle. That's his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. Touchdown here in the 4th quarter, Greg. They have a big mountain to climb, but at least they're technically still alive in this one.
And now, Mike, we're going to see them line up to go for 2. They're going to see if they can get this lead down to 16 points and still give them a chance to fight back here late in the 4th quarter.
The Seahawks will line up for the two-point conversion.
They'll put Everett in motion here. Here's Darnold again. He'll swing that out wide. And he will not get to the goal line, so no tacking on 2 points. Still a 3-score game, as the difference is 18. Miller now to return it. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. Steelers offense and DK Metcalf getting set for their next possession. And it would appear they're on their way to a 2-0 start as they begin things here with 1st and 10 in this 4th quarter. A good physical run, motoring forward for 9.
I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for. And I think this is a nice physical gain here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds. You can see the running back. He's waiting patiently for that cutback lane to open, and it just never did. Great job by the defense continuing to string that play out sideways, and they're able to take him down for a loss.
3rd and short yardage, it's Rodgers. And this is going to be incomplete. That is a letdown there. Pass looked to be on target. No catch, and now 4th down. Now fair catch called, and he's going to take it out beyond the 25-yard line. The Seahawks offense ready to see what they can do. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. We'll start this drive with 1st down. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 31.
Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. He'll step up and run, and he'll wind up with a short pickup as he slides to a stop. And that's going to bring up 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Darnold to throw. They'll try to set up the screen here with Walker. Searching for some kind of seed to go forward. It's not there. They get him behind the line. 4th down coming up.
Well, when you call a screenplay, of course, you're looking to catch the defense off guard and pick up a chunk play. You're not thinking you're actually going to find yourself going backwards, but that's exactly the case here, and really nice job by the defense sniffing that one out.
The offense not coming off the field, and here's 4th down. Now Darnold. He'll let it go deep left sideline. And penalty flags come in as it winds up incomplete, but no doubt there was contact there. Set to go now on 1st and 10. To throw is Darnold. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. And he's not going to get too far. Tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Steelers' 24-yard line.
Now this looks like a design run.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You could see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
Throwing on 3rd down is Darnold. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a 1st down.
Smith-njigba. A gain of 12. 1st down, Seattle.
They can still get a 1st down at the 1. 1st and 10. They go from the 11. Here's Darnold. He'll step up and he's in. Sam Darnold. Touchdown, Seahawks. Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the 4th quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a 2-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way.
Myers. Good on the extra point. And the Seahawks are able to cut into the deficit. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Johnson now to return. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. Here comes the Pittsburgh offense now, heading back onto the field. They built a nice lead for themselves here. They'll try to add to that, beginning with first down. They'll start by going forward with a pop pass. Trying to use that big body to get the yardage, but he is stopped for no gain.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Play fake. It's Rodgers. He finds Austin with the grab. And he's going to be out of bounds, but up past the 35. Here's a handoff to Warren. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down.
He's brought down at the 39.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 7. From the shotgun, it's A-Rod. Open man is Smith. He's got him. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
3rd and 1.
They'll try to sneak it here. And he's going to be taken down here. Looks like a pretty good spot, though. Yes, he's got it. That's a first down.
And the Steelers first down.
So a pair of first downs moves them out to the 47-yard line. And it's 1st and 10. They'll run straight ahead with Warren. Not much happening there. Just a short gain.
The tackle by Leonard Williams. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the 48-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9. Once again, it's Warren. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's 3rd down.
To the 49-yard line. A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd.
From the gun, Rodgers. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there, make things difficult defensively, and it sets up 4th down. Steelers getting ready to put this one away as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a 4th quarter lead. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. The Seahawks offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's Darnold. Get this complete to Horton. And he'll mark him down up beyond the 30. They've got all 3 timeouts left, but need to score quick. It's 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. That's taken in by Horton. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 45-yard line.
A gain of 14. First down.
They'll put Everett in motion here. Darnold now on 1st and 10. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. 2nd and 6 coming up.
2nd and 6. At the Steelers.
Darnold to the air once more. Quick throw here is complete. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
Gain of 13 yards. And the Seahawks first
To throw again is Darnold. A quick throw right side. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
A gain of 4 brings up 2nd down at the 31-yard line.
Darnold to throw again. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Cole Holcomb. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. Give it right up the middle. Here's Johnson. And that's the way you want to run it on first down. A gain of 7.
30-yard line.
Timeout Seahawks. That is their second. And they'll get together prior to this second down play. A run out of the gun with Warren. Now Seattle will use the final timeout. Talk things over before third down.
A gain of a yard.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker, and they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
On third down, they go with Warren. He will have a Steelers first down. They're able to convert by plenty on that 3rd and 1.
That's good for a Steelers first down. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Rodgers will take a knee, and that should do it. So this one in the win column for the Steelers. They get the job done here at home, and they follow the opening weekend victory with another here to move to 2-0 on the season. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Steelers, winners, as we say so long from the confluence of the Three Rivers in Pittsburgh.